Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and on the first episode of Exploring with Jumanji. Today was a bit of a hectic day, I have to say that. I had to do a deep clean on Jumanji. It took 2 to 3 hours. I love her. She's so beautiful. And as you guys can see, I did some deep clean as well on the house as well. Yeah, I don't want to show you that because it's definitely not clean. So it's time for me to just enjoy my hot beverage and talk about Motomotos. When I speak with people about Motomoto turtles, they always confused by who described Motomoto turtles and who did the first classification on this specimen, this species. So let's just make it clear. Johann Gottlob Schneider in 1787, the year when he did the first classification on Motomoto turtles, and he called the Motomoto turtles Testudo vibriata. Period. Okay? So that's about that. That's it. Done. We can talk about Latin names later on, trust me, because that's gonna be oh my god, that's you guys going to have a brainwash after that. The first description, on the other hand, was from a French badass guy. His name was Pierre Bourrier. Sorry for the pronunciation, please don't kill me in the comments. He born in Perpignan in France in 1690. He was publishing works in medicine, he was studying ornithology, and he did an amazing classification on birds into 4 groups based on their beak and the shape of their feet. Get a life, dude. Anyway, he's the best for me, man. Like, he's crazy. So what he did, between 1722 and 1725, he went to Cayenne, French Guyana, to study botanies in medicine. And then it was 1741 when the world got its own first description of the Motomoto turtles. From his essay, which called The Essay on the Natural History of Equinoctial France, or Enumerations of Plants, Animals, and Minerals Found in the Isle of Cayenne, the Isles of Remaya, on the sea coast, and in the mainland of Guyana. These Latin texts describes the appearance habits of the Motomoto turtles that Bourrier obtained on his journeys to Guyana and represents the oldest European description I have able to find. And I'm quote, "People who live along the mouth of the Amazon River take these of turtles in the savannas or swampy meadows, they lock them up, then in the enclosed park of stakes, so they make a business out of it when they have plenty. Testudo terrestris, of theirs they call them first rapa rapa, describe them turtles with big, prickly and grooved shell. Horn-bearing turtles that they have a very hermetic lifestyle. Rather peculiar land turtle by the face. She has a long collar, heavily wrinkled, from which hang small torn membranes or roughly shredded like bangs. His head is flattened, triangular, and ends with some kind of trunk, similar to a small writing feather. The top of the scale is as if furrowed and garnished with big spikes." So if you guys think about it, we know that these turtles are here on this planet since 250 years ago. And we still know about them so little. Except they have a crazy feeding technique like this. But we can change that. You and me, we're gonna change this. On the other hand, there was this guy, a French zoologist, who did the first drawing on the Mata turtles. And I'm not gonna even try to pronounce his name because it's beautiful and I just don't want to ruin it, so hear this out.
Jean-Guillaume Bruguière.
Exactly. He was the zoologist who did the first drawing on Mata turtles. So basically we have the person who did the first classification on them, who did the first description on them, and the first drawing on them. But there's something else. There's something else. There's always something else. There was a lost description of the Mata turtles, which is very interesting. His name is George Bauer, and he did the last description on Mata turtles between 1859 and 1898. He published an article which is called an apparently new chalice in American Naturalist, and this description was strikingly different from any other description on Mata turtles. Even there was an article, anatomical description on Mata turtles from George Cuvier from 1824. What does this mean? It means, guys, that having two species, different species of Mata turtle was in the air since then. But we had to wait until 2020, April, I think, if I remember right. So we know that Pierre found his Mata turtle in French Guyana, right? And he described it in 1741. But where can we find Mata turtles today? Let me just show you the map. We can find Mata turtles today from Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, French Guyana, Peru, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, and Venezuela. They really live in lowlands and in rivers, including the Amazonas and Orinoco, Essequibo, and Oyapock system. Till 2020, April 2020, we were talking about only one turtle. Huge territory they distributing. So, how was it before? Is there any Mata ever lived before? I found out something cool. There has been another 2 species of Mata turtles were existed in the past. Both described by the same person. His name is Roger C. Wood, and he described them in 1976 based on a nearly complete shells from the late Miocene Urumaco formation of Venezuela. One of them is called Chelus columbianus, the other one is called Chelus lewisi. And far as I know, my research showed me, the oldest Mata are from early now on in the Miocene somewhere in 20 million years ago. So it's pretty badass. Like, if you guys think about it, today what we have Mata turtles we can find is really they're real prehistoric monsters. This is awesome. So let me show you guys something. I have a map in front of me where I can show you guys where all those dinosaurs, where all those prehistoric monsters were used to live. Okay, so it's interesting because as you guys can see here, the localities, it's totally outside of the range where we can find Mata today. Chelus columbianus were reported from the upper Miocene Slimose formation across Brazil, till Chelus lewisi was reported from the Urumaco of Venezuela. As you guys can see on the map and from this video that first of all we know about Mata turtles since 250 years ago. Then there were already 2 other Mata were living on this planet 20 million years ago. But what happened? Where are they now? What happened with them and what's going on today with still existing Mata? We're gonna find out together, but not today, because it's time for me to shut up. But before I leave, I want to say thank you guys. Thank you for being with me and joining on my journey. Every week on Friday, there's gonna be a new video, more exciting video. Trust me, it's not gonna be full on dry information. So I'm gonna try to make it as entertaining as possible. Love you guys and see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, okay, just wait. It's time to say Jumanji. Alright, let's go. Bye. Oh.